All right, ladies and gentlemen, cheers from the Brighton Hot Dog Shop, Carl Zachariah Brown. But before we do anything, thanks to Sam McKinney and Alicia for shooting these videos that we're going to be bringing you over the next half hour. But we have to say hello to the Murphy family, as in Pete Murphy and Christine Brown Murphy, not too far from here, the homestead, where Mrs. Murphy still lives, and she did all the work, and she's the reason why they're all successful. He being a wonderful teacher in Peters Township. But talk about your wonderful partner, Christine Brown Murphy. And let me say, Pete Murphy, you done good. Go ahead.
Here's to you, Pete.
Yeah.
So
talk about Christine Brown Murphy.
Christine Brown Murphy is my partner for many years now. She's one of the best lawyers I've ever met. She's the best elder law attorney I've ever met. She's caring, compassionate, smart, and well-spoken. And she does the best job for our clients of any person I've ever met.
Yeah, you can hear them from time to time with me on the radio, Tuesday nights usually on Pittsburgh Works. Now this week, members of Achieva will be there. Eddie Crow is going to be filling in for me, so tell them what Achieva is all about.
Achieva is the largest non-profit organization in, I think, the state of Pennsylvania. Their whole focus is on dealing with people that have disabilities, providing them with jobs, providing them with education, providing them with help with their support system. It's a very large organization. They do some very great things across all of Western Pennsylvania.
All right, now listen, show the Sam McKinney then. Just point the camera down that way. You see all those hard-working folks, including Mr. McKinney? Coming up on Memorial Day, American Legion Post 19. It's a big day. Of course, you've got the Doughboy statue in that beautiful park at the end of this main street that is 3rd Avenue, across from what was once the National Guard Armory. Their huge parade takes place, and they have great breakfast here. They'll be open for business. And I also want to give a shout out. I just got a text message from my friend Ed Moldovan. His uncle was actually in the Bataan Death March. He used to tell me many stories sitting on their porch just down the road here. And of course, his neighbor, the one-time postmaster of this town, Mr. Florentine, a proud member of Hoorah of the United States Marine Corps. So I just had to take a little time to give them some love. I think of the veterans, and I think how many of them have sacrificed so much and done so much for this country. But because when they came back from wherever they were, all they did was work and take care of their families, and they continue to do it to this day. And many of them find themselves in a situation now on a fixed income, trying to make it work after retirement. And lo and behold, since doing your show, I have found out there are a lot of benefits out there for them, such as educational assistance with the GI Bill. Many of you know that, but vocational training, healthcare, medical services, prescriptions, hearing aids, mental health counseling, so much more. Even assisted living programs can really be benefited if you're a veteran. So this is what they do. PittsburghElderLaw.com explains.
Yeah, you know, I think the biggest problem a lot of veterans have, including the surviving spouse of a veteran, there's so many programs, there's so much available, they don't know about them, they don't know to ask. Hearing aids. The biggest seller of hearing aids, or provider, I should say, not even seller, of hearing aids in the country is the VA. Yet most veterans don't know that they can go to the VA and get their hearing aids, and those are very expensive. We help them get into a program called Aid Attendance. And what Aid Attendance is, it's a program to help older vets or their surviving spouse if they're deceased to get some money to help pay for assisted living, help pay for caregivers. For a married vet, it's over $2,100 a month. No strings attached. For a surviving spouse, it's $1,153 a month. No strings attached. Great program, if you're eligible.
All right, I want to talk more about life insurance. Also, burial and memorial services. You don't like to think about the inevitable, but it will happen. And if you can be helped via the VA and by the elder law attorneys, Zachariah Brown, you need to pay attention to what Carl Zachariah is about to tell you. Go ahead.
Yeah, there's so much to tell you. I mean, we could sit here and talk for 12 hours about what the VA has to offer. I just that's one of few. You know, a lot of veterans think that you have to have some war-related disability or injury to get anything from the VA. That is not the case. Not the case at all. I had a client who he was unable to move his body very much. He said, I don't qualify for anything from the VA because I have too much money. Yes, at the end of the day savings, and we were a multi-millionaire. He did okay. So let's call the VA, let's get them out there. They came out, they looked at things, they said, how about we come in here and put a couple of chairs from the downstairs to the upstairs, from the main floor down to the basement. What's the cost? No cost. Not free.
Why do you think so many people are unaware of this? And you know, one of the things that keeps resounding over and over in my mind, my thought process, when these wonderful elder attorneys get together with us on KDK Tuesdays at 2, or rather 7, where they will be this weekend, is that $9,000 annual average amount for a monthly stay at an assisted living home. That's the average cost. I don't care who you are, no one can afford that. They can help you with Medicare, Medicaid, and everything that you need to make that transition smooth. A lot of people understand you do that, I understand, but the VA and veterans benefits, well, let's just put it this way. There's so much out there that you need to at least inquire by finding out what PittsburghElderLaw.com is all about. There's just so much out there and they're unaware of it.
Yeah, we had a meeting earlier today with a family, and they weren't sure what to do about TAP, as they call him. And TAP didn't really need nursing home care, didn't have enough money to go to assisted living. We came up with a great idea. He's getting a reverse mortgage on his house, and he's going to pay his 2 daughters to take care of him, and we're getting money from the VA to cover all of that.
All right, now, what about you have these members of the armed forces who return home, mental disorders, physical disabilities. What can you teach them and show them that is out there for them, courtesy of Zachariah Brown?
They've got to go to the VA and get enrolled in the system. They can go to the county. I know in Allegheny County, it's the Department of Veterans Affairs, the Soldiers and Sailors. Not sure in Beaver or Washington, but every county has a vets organization. They can help you learn about all the various services.
Yeah, and you can always visit the American Legion, Post 19, Rochester VFW, you got your Monaca American Legion, you got your Hopewell VFW, all of these social clubs. We can get you in touch directly. You can become a social member and help them, and they can also help you tie up loose ends with everything that you need as you move forward. We're going to come back in a little bit and talk about, because it is Memorial Day weekend, we're going to talk about what the steel industry meant to us winning World War II, especially in Western Pennsylvania. Contributions from some of these amazing companies with Dave Pasquale, who's going to join us on the AT&T Newsline here at the Brighton Hot Dog Shop. But before we go, I want you to explain a little bit about when it comes to Medicaid, Medicare, and we're going to talk more about this in the next segment, what people need to know, because right away with the talk of President Trump's first draft of his budget, $800 billion in cuts over the next 10 years, people are getting nervous, and I happen to be one of them. So what does this all mean?
Oh, that's a hard question. I mean, your guess
is it going to affect us, though, you think?
I don't know how it can. If the need is there, what are you going to do? Tell people they can't get it? I mean, you can't just say, we're cutting this much money. When there's the need there, they're going to have to cover it.
All right, 2 more things. Power of attorney and will. How important is it?
The most important thing in the world, especially for an older person, especially that power of attorney. Make sure you have that. Make sure you have an estate plan. You know what we do we do something different for every client that we deal with. And what we do is that we sit down and we talk with you about your concerns. And we open your eyes to things that you're not aware of, to ideas on things to do and how to deal with problems, how to get additional financing, and how to take care of your loved ones.
All right, tell them again what you do at Zachariah Brown, because I'm saying elder law, and they're saying, what does that mean? It's PittsburghElder.com, elderlaw.com. Go ahead.
We help people find benefits, we help them find answers to their problems, we help them find care, we help them stay legal, we help them save assets. We do so much, just helping families. That's what we do. It's helping families.
We made the drive all the way in from Pittsburgh just to be here tonight to talk to you veterans. We'll be back. We're talking about how steel won World War II with the help of the greatest generation with Dave Pasquale next at the Brighton Hot Dog Shop, getting ready to celebrate Memorial Day weekend with our broadcast Monday. I'm in for Mike Pinsek at the American Legion Post 580 in Monaca. And don't forget, 3rd Avenue Memorial Day Parade begins at 10 a.m.